So we are back again with our new topic for today's session, which is interbranch purchase sale. So the process first to enable this feature in RealBooks is you need to go to Settings, Configuration, Accounts, and then here you will be finding one option of first as mapping, which says this feature allows a user to map any two segments to improve the efficiency and save time. So once this toggle button is enabled from here, you will be getting one option of interbranch transfer auto posting. Previously, what we did, we learned how to do interbranch transfer entries for our accounting entries. Today, we'll learn for how to do the interbranch transfer entries for our inventory entries. So for starting that, first we need to make sure that our segment ledger mapping is done correctly in our module, which is all these segments should be mapped with a branch and division ledgers on its right, so that my entry posting can be done correctly and my trial balance will give you a proper result over there. So all the ledger mappings needs to be done over here. The left one are the ones which are namely as segments, and the right ones are the ledgers which are created under the ledger group of branch and division. And then here comes the interbranch transfer posting option. So there are two types of interbranch transfer posting. So we can have it via direct and we can have it via approval posting. So what does this mean? So first we'll switch to with approval posting. Over here, we'll learn how, for example, if I'm creating one sale entry in my segment A, then from segment B, either you need to accept it for the auto posting of purchase entry, or you need to reject as per the scenario or the requirement of your company. So if we'll proceed with the approval posting part. So after this configuration is done, we need to map all the ledgers, that which ledgers or in sale will be mapped with which of my purchase ledger, for which you need to switch to miscellaneous tab. And here you will be finding an option of branch mapping. So I have already created one mapping, which I'll show it to you, which is from Ajay segment to the segment name as Nitin. So over here, the ledgers, okay. So while my system needs to know that which entry will be a repercussion of which entry. Like for sale, usually what we select the output ledger, and for purchase, we select the input ledger. So if in my purchase entry, I am updating the entry as CGST output 9%, then it should make a auto reversal entry with CGST input at the rate 9%. And similarly goes for SGST, the same goes for IGST. And in my voucher type, I need to define under which voucher type I am posting the sale entry, due to which the auto posting of a purchase entry needs to be done. So my direct sale voucher type is mapped against the purchase manual voucher type for the other segment. The same goes for the godown. I've selected main godown from Ajay segment and the same godown from Nitin segment. You can have a different segments altogether, different segments for next segment. And the ledger that I'll be selecting in the Ajay segment will be my sales ledger, against which the entry needs to be posted against the purchase ledger. The ledger, now instead of giving the party ledger, I'll have to give the branch ledger, which we mapped over there. So which is Nitin branch, against Nitin branch, the Ajay branch. So over here, I have just made an opposite configuration over here. So for Ajay segment, I will not give the branch ledger as Ajay branch, because I need to update the entry in the Nitin branch so that the entry can get posted over there. So this way the mapping is done. In my left side, I have updated Nitin branch. In my right, I have updated as Ajay branch. And the same goes for IGST, because the entry can differ from CGST, SGST to IGST. So depending on that, we can just make our mappings that way. So this is my basic mapping which needs to be done so that the interbranch purchase and sale ledger auto posting can be configured. So over here, we'll just need to click on configure branch mapping. So once the branch mapping is done, we just need to quickly move to Ajay segment, because the entry will be posting from Ajay segment to the Nitin segment. So let's check how to proceed over there. So I'll just quickly select the ledger as segment as Ajay. And I'll keep the miscellaneous screen open over here just for a quick reference. So these were all my mappings. Currently, at the time of booking of entries, I need to focus whatever is mapped on my left side. So opening a new tab over here, I will quickly go to transactions, inventory, sales cycle, and sale. So the voucher type that I selected over there was direct sales. The sale ledger that I selected was sale. The party ledger, as I mentioned, the party ledger would be the opposite branch ka mapped ledger, which over here is Nitin branch. And then I'll select the godown which I have mapped in my settings page that I need to select. I'll give one item. And then I will give the rate and done. So over here, depending on the configuration, I would just give the GST ledger. It's not a mandatory that whatever is mapped you need to give. It's just that under that criteria only, you just need to select all the ledgers which is being mapped over here. So I've selected IGST output 8%, rate 18, and 18 would be the percentage. I will click over here and I will update the purchase sale. So this is the narration that I'm giving at the time of entry of my sale entry. Now I'll quickly click on submit. And now I need to switch to Nitin segment because the automated purchase entry needs to be posted over here. So over here, I need to go to reports, inventory, production, and interbranch transfer. So once I click over here, I will click as search. So I'm finding two entries. One entry was previously done. Our voucher number was 00005. So over here, I am getting an option of either accepted or rejected. If I accept the entry, automatically a purchase entry is supposed to be posted in my books. If I reject the entry will not get posted as a purchase entry in this particular segment. So let's check after accepting it. It will ask me on which date do I want to accept the purchase entry. So it can happen 2 days back if a sale entry is being done and the purchase entry is being done afterwards, or there is a date ka gap. So depending on that criteria, we can just change our voucher date over here. So over here, I'm not changing the date and I'll just click on save. So automatically my purchase entry has got posted. Let's check how does it occur. I'll go to daybook. So this is my entry. So what it did, it just copied the narration from my sale transaction, and whatever narration that I updated, it is just flowing in my purchase entry as well. And it is giving me the voucher number ka clarity as well, that against which voucher number the entry has been auto posted is in this segment. So in the general, let's check how does it updated. So it just updated the voucher number this way. The purchase ledger, the Ajay branch, because this was the opposite segment branch, ledger has been updated. It has updated the godown. It has updated the item name. Let's check the tax part. So it is in the auto reversal part, instead of giving IGST output, it has updated IGST input because in my purchase entry, input is applicable, and so on. Now, you will not be allowed to make any changes in the auto reversal entry because it gets auto logged, because it is auto posted by our system itself. So this way we can save a lot of time by just making all those configuration in our settings page, so that once the sale entry has been updated for one particular segment, automatically a purchase entry can be posted for the different segment depending on the type of approval that has been set up. Over here, I updated it via this with approval part. You can update it via the auto reversal part also. The direct purchase entry can also be posted. So moving ahead to the second part, we'll check the direct portion as well. So coming back to this option as inter-branch transfer auto posting, I will click over here, inter-branch transfer posting, and over here from the drop down, I'll change it to direct. So now let's get back to Ajay segment because our mapping was defined from Ajay segment to Nitin segment. So again, we'll go to transactions, inventory, sales cycle, and save. So we were in our settings page. In my settings page, I have already updated as a direct portion over there. So now I am going to create one more sale entry, which is in the Ajay segment. And over here, again, I'll just give the ledger as sales, and then will be its Nitin branch. And then select the go down as main. Then the item. This time I will give it as rate over here. And item 1. This time let's check for the CGST and SGST part as well. And I will update the SGST. And compute tax. Let's give the narration for the better identification. Test or direct sale purchase IBT. And click on submit. Okay, so the entry got posted successfully. Now let's switch to Nitin segment. Let's check if I'm getting any other option in my for approval or not in the interbranch transfer. No, it's not there. It's just the earlier one which is appearing. Let's go back to our daybook report. Search. Okay, so this entry, this time it didn't ask for me for my approval for posting the purchase entry. It directly posted the purchase entry, and let's check how the entry has been posted. So it's again the purchase ledger, the party ledger has been selected correctly. The item go down, and the tax automatically everything has been posted as per the mapping which is set up in our settings page. So this way we can save a lot of time in updating dual entries from one segment to the other segment. Over here, I mapped it for one particular segment, but you can map it for a couple of more segments wherever it is applicable based on the purchase ledger and the sale ledger, whatever is available. So this way, the automatic posting of inter-branch transfer purchase sale can be done in our RealBooks. So this was all about the feature. If there is any question, please go ahead one by one. I'll just answer. Or in case if you want me to visit all the screens or the process once again, please do let me know about this. Thank you. So thank you so much all for joining for today's session. Hope this feature helps you all. Thank you.